This is a HeadGum podcast.
Hello and welcome to The Complete Guide to Everything, a podcast about everything. I'm one of your hosts, Tom.
And I'm Tim.
Tim, how are you doing this week, this year, 2017?
Tom, this year I am focused
Yeah?
and ready to go.
That's good to hear.
I'm up and at 'em.
At them.
Yep. Every morning I get up at 6:01 a.m. I hop out of bed and I get started on my very strict regimen, and everything's great. How are you?
What's your very strict regimen?
Here's what I
You're
do.
glossing over a lot.
What do you mean? I mean, it's not weird.
Well, I'll be
Do you
the
want to,
judge.
like, I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
all
I'll be
right,
honest
yeah,
with you.
tell me about your regimen.
All right. Number one.
Why 6:01?
You know what?
This interview's over.
I think I'm a very damaged person.
Oh, yeah, no, I could tell you that.
I have to set my alarm so the numbers add up to 7.
What? Tim,
Yeah, right?
so it's not that it's an even number, because that I get. That's like mild OCD, but like when you get into like things have to add up to a certain thing or they have to be divisible by a certain thing, yeah, then that's like...
now, now answer me this. Is this problematic? I just think it's good luck. If
So, wait.
if that's the case. Like, I think that starts off the day on the right foot. If it was set at a different time, like, I wouldn't be like, oh no, I mustn't get out of bed.
I'll have to wait until 6:01 p.m.
Yeah, I just prefer
Right.
the if it adds up to 7, because I feel like, oh, that's a little extra something in my step.
60 seconds.
A little extra.
60, that extra 60 seconds of sleep really gives you the edge.
Oh, from 6 to 6:01. Well, why
Yeah.
are you a slave to the freaking? Oh, I have to wake up on the hour or the half hour.
Well, you're still a slave to a clock, though. You're waking up when the clock tells you to.
Yeah, but like, why would it have to be 6 a.m. instead of 6:01 a.m.?
Because I would think if you had obsessive compulsive, that would be more. You wouldn't want to get up at 01. That's an uneven number. It's a
But
prime
it adds
number.
up to 7.
Yeah, but it adds up to 7. And so then you get up and you spend the rest of the day at the casino.
Yeah, no, I just first I flipped the light switch on and off 672 times. Just so you know, that adds up to 6.
Wait, 672 adds up to 6?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
do it. Do the numbers.
672 add up to 6? Mm-hmm. No, they don't.
Do it.
Oh, 15, and then
Yeah.
1 plus 5 is
Yeah.
6. Okay. All right. Yeah, well, I forgot about crazy people math, so.
Then I make 5 pieces of toast.
Right? And then what? Throw.
Kiss my statue 4 times.
And what is it a statue of?
An elephant,
Oh, okay.
but like Ringling
A good-
Brothers and Barnum and Bailey.
Oh, okay. So like an elephant that's been like oppressed and forced into.
Yeah, but now it's a statue in my home, and his
Well,
soul
so
is
it's
free.
It's a statue or it's a taxidermied elephant?
No, I don't have room for that. I live in New
can-
York.
Yeah, but
You think I got a Rick Moranis Honey, I Shrunk the Kids machine?
no, you can just like when people would shrink heads, you could use that same technology
To shrink a whole elephant?
Yeah, if it works on a head, why can you shrink an elephant? It wouldn't be that small. I think it would still be like probably about the size of a pony, judging by how big a regular head.
Yeah, I don't
next
have
to
room
it.
for a pony in my apartment. I barely have room for a Christmas tree.
I
Year-round Christmas tree.
I just remembered. I feel like I had like I'm having like repressed memories come back. When I was a little kid, my mom would go to this chiropractor's office. It was like a real big office, and they had a wall full of shrunken heads.
At the chiropractor?
Yeah, and I think they were real. They look, at the very least, they looked real. They were meant to fool people.
Yikes.
And as a little kid, I did not And other than that, this place was state of the art. Like it was like a big place. Everything else was gray and very, like there were a lot of machines and stuff. And then there's all these shrunken heads up on the wall. No other art.
It was probably a misunderstanding or a joke or something. You wouldn't believe.
It was like a dozen shrunken heads, Tim. And I would be stuck there while
Were they modern times shrunken heads? Like, were they people that you
That I knew.
recognized? Yeah.
Yeah, it was Milton Berle was one of them up there. No, I mean there weren't people. No, it wasn't like celebrity shrunken heads. They were just regular shrunken heads.
Could've
And my
been people
mom
from
would
the
go
neighborhood.
in this chiropractor machine that would just like slowly turn her head and crack her head, and it was like
Crack her head? Crack her neck?
crack her neck.
Okay.
It's Tim. I think these were all repressed memories because I just remember being a really little kid and being terrified that my mom was in a machine cracking her neck, and I had to go wait out in the waiting room looking at all these shrunken heads.
I would give anything right now to go back in time and find out what was actually going on there. Because
Yeah.
it was nothing like your 6-year-old
I mean, it
idiot memory.
I'm telling you, it's a chiropractor's office. Everything I've told you is 100%. I could draw you a picture right now of exactly what this looked like.
Okay.
Anyway.
I get up, I make coffee,
Uh-huh.
I meditate, Tom. I watch the Today Show. And the Today Show, Tom,
Yeah.
first off, Katie Couric's back this week. Mm-hmm. Matt and Katie back again. Have you ever
Oh,
watched
she's
it?
back on the Today Show?
For a week.
Oh,
But guess what?
What?
You know what the Today Show is about now?
what?
It's not about the news. It's about the Today Show.
Okay.
All the things are about, like, it's all clip packages from
Oh,
back
from,
in the Today Show. I watched the Today Show the last couple weeks of 2016. Mm-hmm. It's all clips from the Today Show in 2016, and then they're like, guess what? Next week is Matt Lauer's 25th anniversary at the Today Show, so we're going to have a lot of clips of the Today Show. People that watch the Today Show, they don't want the news. They just want the latest on the Today Show or the old stuff from the Today Show.
All right. Well, that doesn't explain why you watch it.
It's comforting.
It's comforting. I like the old clips.
Yeah.
Well, and
Like
then what?
Matt Lauer.
What's the rest of your regimen?
I make myself some oatmeal.
After the toast?
The toast was a joke, Tom.
Oh, of course, a hilarious joke about making toast.
It was a classic toast joke. Yeah, no, I make myself some oatmeal. I cut up some apples, put some cinnamon in there. Eat it.
Eat it.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, in the oatmeal.
Yeah.
I thought you were just like cutting up apples, putting cinnamon on them, and just standing there going "yum" and eating them.
No.
Yeah,
I
well, I'm
mean-
glad to hear it.
That's not that weird. Where do you think...
Well, in my
What-
mind, you're still eating toast first.
How did the elders find out that apple cinnamon was such a good combination?
the elders? Who the hell are you talking? Tim, are you in a cult? What's going on?
I just mean whoever decided that apple cinnamon was
I
a
don't
good...
ever refer to something that way. That's
elders.
the wrong way to frame a conversation. Well, how else did the elders know it was right? Then what? Then what do you do?
Go to work. Shut up. I hate you.
Aren't you going to ask how my week was?
How
Tim?
was your
My
week,
week
Tom?
was great, Tim. I went and saw the new Star Wars.
Rogue One,
That's just a little
starring
preview.
Dark Vader.
Starring Darth Vader as the bad guy. Tim, I saw this movie. It's pretty good. I went and saw it in my favorite movie theater. That is 4DX. The X stands for extreme.
So it's
The D
3D.
stands for dimensions.
wait, hold on. It's 3D.
Uh-huh.
They've added the fourth dimension, which is time.
Yep. Yeah,
So
it's
this-
crazy.
So there was like time was passing while you were in this theater.
Time was passing at a rate you wouldn't even understand, Tim.
1 second per second.
Yeah, it was like I could perceive all of time.
Wow.
While doing this thing. No, it's just the fourth dimension apparently is rain. It's rain and wind. From
That's not part of the X.
good question, Tim. I
'Cause
think
last I heard, rain was pretty extreme.
rain is pretty extreme.
Bro.
I think the fourth dimension is just that the chair moves. I mean, and in fairness, the chair only moves in 3 dimensions. It moves in the fourth dimension, but linearly.
Right.
It's not hopping around through time while you're in there. But the chair moves.
I don't know. Most movies are not in real time.
That's true. This was not Nick of Time starring Johnny Depp, which was a movie that took place in real time.
Was it Run Lola Run?
This was not Run Lola Run, another movie that took place in real time.
It didn't really take place in real time.
Oh, yeah, just because it kept resetting.
Yeah. But each segment was in real time.
Yeah.
Man, I loved that movie. I bet I'm
Really?
not going to rewatch that movie
No,
anytime soon.
I thought that movie was overrated even when I saw it. Like, I liked it, but I was still like this isn't gonna weather the test of time. That's what I said. That's what I wrote in my journal that day. So anyway, 4DX, Tim. You got rain. You got fog. You got
sleet.
No, you've got wind. You've got occasionally like puffs of smoke. And I thought,
Like when people disappear, like when the Riddler needs to make his escape.
No, it's kind of indiscriminate when it was, and it wasn't until the very end of the movie that I realized it was part of the experience. I thought somebody in the front row was vaping because I would just see kind of like the shadow on the movie screen of like smoke. I'm like, some jerk off just like vaping in the front row. It's just one little tiny place where like a little cloud of smoke can come out. Either or they've got a man underneath the floorboards vaping at crucial moments. And then it can also
if you see like a job listing for like attention all vapors.
Yeah. Need to be able to vape on cue. Then it's got air cannons that shoot past your ears. And this is the first time, I think they're adding extra dimensions to this thing all the time.
Right.
Because this is the third movie I've seen there.
What other
no,
movies
the
have you
second
seen?
movie, maybe. The only other movie I've seen there was Suicide Squad,
Okay.
which a lot of rain in that movie and a lot of rain in the movie theater during that movie.
That would bother me.
You can turn off the rain on your seat.
Does it come out of like a personal shower head?
I guess.
How wet do you get?
None of your business.
That's fair.
In Rogue One, there were just like drops of rain, but in Suicide Squad, like I had to keep taking my glasses off to wipe the rain off them.
That's absurd. Why would you ever want that?
And it ruined my popcorn because it's like chemical rain too. It has like a taste to it. Anyway,
first of all, shame on you for getting popcorn at a movie theater.
Oh come on, go to hell.
Hear people with their
That's what
one
the movie
kernel. I bet
theater's
you're a
for.
one kernel at a time. No, you're
No,
too
I'm
much
a pig,
of a glove.
Tim.
Yeah,
Yes, stick my head in there if it was okay.
fair.
Oh, no, the extra dimension, Tim, which they never had before, at least in my experience, was smells. Now they got smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision.
But the smell-o-vision, the only thing that smelled were the lasers. And the lasers just smelled like Vicks Vapor Rub.
That's nice.
No, it's not nice.
It's comforting.
Well, lasers aren't supposed to be comforting, Tim. It's like, oh, this laser tore a guy in half, and now it smells like Vicks Vapor Rub.
What do you want it
Now
to
I'm
sound like? Charred meat?
Yeah, I want it to smell like a cauterized wound.
What does that even smell like?
I don't know, cooking meat, probably. But during the quiet scenes, there was a lady behind me asleep the whole time, snoring.
Wait, in Star Trek Rogue One?
In Star Wars Rogue One,
Ah.
she was asleep, and I kept turning around, giving her, the dirty looks, but she was asleep, so she couldn't see him. But
She was snoring?
oh, big time, so loud.
My
There-
mom fell asleep during the Jetsons movie.
the cartoon that came out
Probably 1989.
yeah, I saw that in the theater.
Yeah, Tiffany was the voice of Judy Jetson.
Now, why did they?
So they could get an original. This is the same. You know that movie Home by DreamWorks Animation
yeah.
Studios? They're like, and featuring the voice of Rihanna. The only reason they do that is so that they can then have an original song by that person in
Why
the movie.
did the Jetsons need an original song by Tiffany in it?
To boost
Juke the
hype.
numbers?
Yeah.
I get it nowadays, especially if it's original characters. Yeah, get a performer in there.
Yeah.
But maybe that's why I didn't like that movie as a kid, because it threw me off that Judy's voice sounded different.
I just know that my mom fell asleep during it when she took me and a friend, and I was like, she's missing the whole thing. What an idiot.
An idiot. She must have been dying to see this just like I was.
And why the hell was I dying to see the Jetsons movie?